Yeah, this, like, never-ending strength defense buff is kind of insane. Got the what? Ahead? What do you say? They even have, like, voice lines for... Like, it... Is it not really strange that the game itself doesn't even have voice acting for all of the scenes? But the bonus jobs you get during the post-game all have voice acting for all the moves, for all the characters? Like, that's kind of weird to me. I would have thought they would have just given them, like, a repeating sound effect, you know? Like, just like a grunt for all these moves. But no, like, they all have voice acting. They, like, Pokemon shout all the moves. Okay, so... Best art direction, Metaphor again. So now we're really starting to feel like Metaphor has 3 awards. Astrobot has 2, I think. Balatro has like 3, but they're smaller awards. Best ongoing game, surprisingly Helldivers 2. Not Final Fantasy XIV or Destiny or Fortnite. Helldivers really had a crazy year. Best game direction was Astrobot, so here we go. Now they're tied. They both have 3. Both have 3 pretty big awards too. Specifically, Astrobot beat Metaphor and Rebirth in this category. Metaphor and Astrobot were both in this category, and Astrobot won it. In fact, Best Game Direction was literally just a copy of Game of the Year. Literally the same entries. So that's interesting. I didn't really notice that during the show. And then finally, Game of the Year, Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth, Elden Ring, Rebirth, Metaphor. I said that I'd be happy with Astrobot or Rebirth or Balatro, but I really didn't think Balatro was going to win. But my guess was Metaphor. They both won. Metaphor won 3 awards. Astrobot won 4. The ones that Astrobot won were bigger, and also Astrobot won an award over Metaphor. So looking back on it, I think Astrobot probably was the better guess. But I don't know. I felt like Metaphor was going to win. But Astrobot won, which is pretty wild, I'd say. I think that most people that going into the Game Awards that didn't really know how big Astrobot was are going to be pretty shocked. Like, I think that there's a lot of people that do not know what Astrobot is before watching the Game Awards. Now, it is, like, really cool that Astrobot won. I've heard that the team for Astrobot is, like, really awesome. And it's a video game about video games, you know? It's a video game celebrating video games in a time where the industry is really struggling and there's a lot of problems going on in the industry and stuff. And so it's cool to see Astrobot win for that reason. It's also pretty cool to see it win because it's literally Sony the game. It's a game celebrating Sony. And I think that Sony had the biggest year this year. And so that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see Astrobot win. I think a lot of people will be shocked by it, and a lot of people will probably disagree with it, but it is cool to see it win at least. I think it deserves it. But yeah, I do think that there will be some people that are like, how the heck does a tech demo turned into a 3D platformer win Game of the Year over Rebirth and Metaphor and Elden Ring? But which I totally get that, but I do think that if you put that aside, it is really cool that it won. It's cool to see games like Astrobot win Game of the Year, you know? So, yeah, like, you know, like Cam said, I think it's great. I think it's great for the industry. I think it's great for the people involved. Was it actually the best Game of the Year? That's definitely up for debate. But it is cool to see nonetheless. Okay, I want to go fight the mage, because I want to get that mage class for Cyrus. That could be huge. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Maybe? I don't know. That might not be... No, it's this one. So, having said that, let's talk about announcements, because these were pretty interesting. So, started off with a Dave the Diver expansion. Very neat, very neat. Pow World expansion. Kind of nice to see that Pow World didn't just get actually, like, annihilated off the face of the planet from Pokemon suing them. So, I'm not, like, a big fan of Pow World or anything, but it's cool that they didn't just die because Nintendo decided to kill them. The developer of Sifu is making an online multiplayer soccer game. This one was, like, incredibly baffling. So you have FIFA, which is one of the biggest games on the planet. And then you have, like, the anime soccer game, which is kind of like the less realistic, but, like, cult classic style soccer game. And then you have stuff like Rocket League, and then you have stuff like the Fortnite Rocket League. And you look at all that, and you're like, yeah, we're going to throw our hats in the ring to make a soccer game. Like, it's just not going to... No one's going to buy it. Like, no one's going to buy that game. And it literally just looks like an online soccer game. Like, there's nothing unique about it. It looks like it's a bit more arcadey, kind of like somewhere in the middle of, like, Rocket League and FIFA. So it's not like full FIFA realism, but it's not like cars driving around. You know, it's like somewhere in the middle where there's, like, less people on a team and it's a bit more fast-paced. But, like, yeah, somewhere in, like, the NBA Jam realm. But, like, who's gonna buy it? Like, there's just it's way too saturated of a market, and not, like, saturated in terms of, like, there's a lot of soccer games, but, like, there's a lot of good soccer games that fit every niche. There's a realistic one, there's a goofy one with cars that's more like 2v2, you know, ranked ladder style thing, esport style thing. There's a more, like, story-driven, fun one with the anime one. And then there's the every kid and their brother is playing it Fortnite one. So, like, that was just... I mean, where were the earning reports on that one? Like, who was in the office with, like, the stat sheets going, like, we need to make a soccer game? That's just really odd to me. So, but who knows? Maybe it's good. But that one was really baffling. Then there was Shadow Labyrinth, which, if you haven't seen this, I missed the ship on this one. I don't know what. Like, seemed like people were hyped about it. I was just very confused as to what I was watching. But apparently, there was, like, a little teaser about a potential, like, serious Pac-Man game. And then they revealed this game called Shadow Labyrinth, and it's like a Metroidvania Pac-Man. It's odd. Like, you have to watch it, because I can't explain it. It's very odd, though. You know what we haven't done today?
The Peacock Strut.
The Peacock Strut. So, yeah, very, very strange. I don't even know what to think of it. It's weird. It's really weird. Slay the Spire 2 got a gameplay trailer. That was amazing. I'm a huge fan of Slay the Spire. My only complaint about this was that it looks a bit too much like Slay the Spire. Excuse me. They didn't really do much with the graphics. Like, at first I thought it was an expansion, because it looks so much like Slay the Spire. But then the more the trailer played out, I was like, okay, this is not just Slay the Spire, this is Slay the Spire 2. But yeah, I think they could have done more to, like, just make it look different. And not necessarily like it needed to be more realistic or the graphics are, like, bad or needed to look better, but just different. Like, maybe darker, or just have, like, a different color palette. Because, like, the same exact color palette, the enemies look very similar, the characters just look a bit updated, you know. So, I don't know. It just, I think it could have looked like, stood out a bit more. But, I mean, Slay the Spire 2 is still super hype. Then there was Thick as Thieves, which, it's like multiplayer classic Thief. So that could be kind of neat. The trailer didn't really show too much, but it looked like it could be kind of cool. Then Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, which looked really cool. Like reboot, reimagining of OG Ninja Gaiden. And it looked very like Messenger. And there was another game that people were comparing it to. But yeah, it looked really cool. Really, really cool. And Ninja Gaiden is definitely a game that everyone knows, but kind of went off the deep end with the 3D games after a while. So I think returning to 2D is really cool. Can't we settle this like gentlemen? So that looks really awesome. Then they announced a Turok game, a co-op dinosaur hunting action game. Not first person. Basically like Turok reboot. And it's not first person. Very strange. I'm super hyped for Turok, but it doesn't really look like Turok. So I don't know. It kind of feels like a game that they threw Turok on the name to get people to buy it, but it doesn't actually look like Turok. That's just kind of my hot take off the trailer. But this did start a really interesting trend, as you'll see as we keep going. I think 2025 is going to be the year of co-op. There were so many co-op announcements. Like, a crazy amount of co-op announcements. Very strange. So, yeah, interesting. If you like co-op, which I do, next year might be your year. I think that, once again, I think the stat sheets came across the table and all the companies were like, co-op's in. Because everyone seems to be making a co-op game. How's it going, Ziff? Haven't played a new game in ages. A few indie games here and there, but I'm lost on what to pick up. You should give us an insight into what games you like, and then we could offer you some ideas. There's a lot of stuff on sale right now because of Game of the Year. Then there was an announcement for a new Sonic racing game, probably like Sonic Tag Team Racing 2, and it showed Shadow, but it showed like nothing else. But that's actually kind of cool because the last Sonic racing game was actually pretty good. Then the Yakuza studio announced Project Century, which looks like Yakuza, but it's not Yakuza. It's like... how was it described during the show? It was like... It's Yakuza, but... It takes place in 1915. And it's like gorier. So maybe like a little more serious, less jokey than Yakuza. But it, like, the combat looks very Yakuza. And it's from the studio. But like, yeah, it's not Yakuza. So it's weird. It's hard to describe, but it looked really cool. Then Sega, who was... It didn't feel like Sega really had much for this show. Like, the Sonic announcement was like a 2-second trailer. They come out with a Virtua Fighter trailer, which is also like 2 seconds long. But it does seem like they are like cooking up some stuff for next year, but they're not really ready to show any of it yet. But they showed this Virtua Fighter trailer, which actually looked pretty cool. And definitely like interesting that they think now's the time to bring back Virtua Fighter. I mean, to be fair, like I said, Tekken 8 was big when it came out, but it's kind of struggling now, and Street Fighter is old enough now to where if you were to release Virtua Fighter now, people might be interested. So I don't know, it might actually be a good timing depending on how long it takes them to finish it. It didn't look like anywhere near finished. I need elemental defense. But yeah, that's interesting. Not something I was expecting. Yeah, I'd rather Soul Calibur come back. Although, I mean, it did come back. It just didn't really do much. Then they showed Borderlands 4, which was good to see because the original Borderlands 4 trailer was like a meteor came down and showed a mask, and that was the whole trailer. And everyone was very confused. And it looked like the game was going to be more realistic, and people were not happy about that because Borderlands is not supposed to look realistic. And then on top of that, the movie came out, and it was possibly the worst movie ever made. So Borderlands definitely needed a trailer at this show. Just to show, like, hey, we actually are making a Borderlands 4, and it's going to be good, don't worry. And it looked alright. Like, the trailer had some gameplay, and the gameplay looked like Borderlands. They showed the environments, they were cel-shaded, they looked good, so, like, that they really needed that, because if there was nothing about Borderlands 4 at this show and people still thought it was going to be some like realistic nonsense, and then on top of that the movie bombed, like, it would have been bad for Gearbox. So I'm glad that they showed a trailer with gameplay. Like, no, trust us guys, it's going to be the Borderlands you know and love. So that was good. And yeah, it looks decent. They even showed the Vault Hunters a little bit, so it seems like they're actually kind of cooking. Then probably like the weirdest announcement of the night, Final Fantasy 16 Clive is going into Tekken 8. Kind of a big shame because everyone wanted Tifa. And then they announced Clive, and Clive actually looked really awesome. But everyone's going to meme it because it's not Tifa. So kind of a shame, because if people weren't asking for Tifa, this would have been really cool to see. And he looked really awesome, and he like turned into Ifrit during the fight, and like it was like sweet looking, and looked really awesome, but everyone's just going to be like, it's not Tifa, this sucks. So that's kind of a shame. I mean, on the one hand, I don't blame them, but on the other hand, it sucks that Clive's going to get the short end of the stick because it looked really cool, and Clive's really cool, and Final Fantasy 16, Tekken working together is really cool. So, like, it's awesome, but it's not going to get the fanfare that it should get because it's not Tifa. Then my bingo card, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth gets its PC port. I knew this was probably going to happen because they announced it. They didn't announce it, but they said in their reports that they were going to hard focus on PC ports going into 2025. So I expected a Rebirth PC port. I also expected a 16 PC port, which we didn't get, but I'm guessing is coming soon. But yeah, that was my bingo card for the night. I knew this was probably going to be announced. So that's cool, and it's coming out January 23rd. So very soon, in a month, we get the Rebirth PC port. So get ready for mods. Then Last of Us Part 2 remaster coming to PC. Anyways, Outer Worlds 2 reemerges with a new trailer. That's pretty cool. Looked pretty neat. And then probably like third biggest announcement of the night. Capcom is bringing back Onimusha in 2026. 16's already on PC. My bad. Okay. That's why. That's why we didn't get an announcement for that. I wasn't even following it. I thought that I had read the report and then I didn't hear anything about it. So I'm just out of the loop. So there you go. We got 16 and Rebirth then. So yeah, that's probably all we're going to get for a bit. They're probably going to be hard focusing on Kingdom Hearts, and they said they're not really going to focus on new IPs for a bit. So I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what we're going to see with Square in 2025. And they pretty much announced nothing else the entire night. They didn't really announce anything. They just the PC port. They were pretty much completely gone from this show. So I think Square Enix is hibernating for the first part of next year. And then like halfway through the year, we're probably going to get some big Kingdom Hearts announcement or something. But I think they're hibernating for a bit. I think they're closing the door to the office and cooking up some stuff would be my guess, which I'm fine with. So anyways, yeah, I said at the beginning of the night that Capcom was going to go huge tonight. Like, I said it at the very beginning. I was like, Capcom had one of the best years, and they're hiring like hundreds of people, and they're going to go huge tonight. Like, Capcom's about to bring the noise. And it started with this Onimusha announcement. Not till 2026, but still, that's big. Then Hazelight Studios, It Takes Two developer, they won Game of the Year before, announced another like It Takes Two style co-op game. I told you, co-op like all night, called Split Fiction. It looked all right. I didn't really like the gameplay too much. It didn't look as like co-op-y as It Takes Two was. It kind of felt like the characters were doing their own things instead of like working together. So that was my only complaint. Also, well, I had one other complaint. The story was a bit weird. The story is like two aspiring writers write a story, but in this universe, you live your stories instead of just writing them. Like, you basically like write stories, and then this company creates like a VR version of your story, and then people live your story. So they write these two stories that they're excited about, and then they test it out by living it. But then the guy that runs the company is like evil, and he's trying to steal their stories. And then somehow they also get locked inside their stories, and so they have to work through their stories to get out of the VR simulation so they can save their stories. And I was like, it's just a bit too complicated. Like, It Takes Two was like a very simple, well done concept, and this was a bit more like too many things going on, you know? Like, maybe for the first trailer, they should have just kind of left it at like they're living their stories. Like, you know, it just explained more of the stuff later. Like, I don't really see the reason to explain that the guy's trying to steal their stories. Like, you could have just waited until like maybe a story trailer later to explain that, or even just not explain it at all until the game comes out. Like, I don't think we needed to know that part yet. So it just sounded like they were trying to explain a bit too much about it. But anyways, it still looked good. Don't get me wrong. It looked cool. But I hope it's more co-op-y. And it also looks like It Takes Two, but more action, which is what I wanted. I was like, It Takes Two would be a lot more fun if like we had more co-op action sections and less like slower puzzles. I like the slower puzzles, but there was like too much of that. I wanted like more action, and that's kind of what this looks like. So no, it does look good. Okay, let's fight this guy for a minute and then keep going. Let's see how this goes.
I cannot fail.
This guy we also almost beat until he got to his third form, and then he annihilated us in 2 seconds. It was like going well, and then he was just like, die. He also has a lot less HP.
I'm ready. We're safe now.
Out of my way.
What does the arrow mean? I forget what the arrow means. Like I can't get buffs or something?
I see.
I think so.
No.
Maybe I'll just like
A touch of venom.
poison him. Man, I already miss
I see.
my thing that gives buffs more turn or debuffs more turns. Like if I cast it twice, it goes up to 5. And now I cast it twice, it only goes up to 3. Then like it's not ideal.
A touch of venom.
I'm ready.
Oh, by the way, I got this Usher.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Not the 2000s rapper. Although I'd like him too on my team if I could have him.
Out of my way. I see. The battle is truly joy.
Just start to break him a little bit.
An interesting dilemma. This should give us an
I'm
It's not
ready.
very nice. That poison is doing big damage.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Now then. Rise again.
Rise. Alright.
I am ready.
Man, this is so nice. I don't have to ever lion dance Therion. Peacock strut. Do we want a peacock strut? I think we want a sheltering veil.
I'll protect you.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
This should give us an opening. Have at you. You shall be healed.
I think I definitely need to keep him where he's at and try to like one-shot him. I think that's definitely going to be the play.
You're too
I am ready. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Who do I want to give double skills? Maybe Primrose. Can you not? No. You know, if I did the battle cry, I'd probably just break him from all the weapons.
I appreciate it. Really?
I am ready.
I think I actually want a lion dance here to cancel
The
the...
lion dance.
Okay, that doesn't work. That's annoying. I can't get rid of the debuff.
It's truly joy.
Do 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 boop 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 ba ba. All right, I think
A touch of venom.
we give him the business. I think it's time to business. I think it's business time.
My turn.
Phoenix Storm.
Now then. You shall be healed.
Man, I gotta heal Ulbrich.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
I want to use Primrose's ability. Oh, I guess I could use it when he breaks.
My turn.
Tiger Ray.
Witchery.
Actually, no, I want to use it before that.
Interesting dilemma.
Man, all these debuffs, though. I gotta wait for the debuffs to go.
This should give us an opening.
I am ready. Bring about a miracle of healing.
I think we're just chilling till the debuffs go.
Have at you.
Bum, 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 bum.
A touch of venom.
I mean,
I am ready.
we're very safe, so
Let yourself be healed.
Out of my way. Tiger Ray.
An interesting dilemma.
I want to use Reckoning, but not until... Actually, my debuffs are going to go away in one turn. Okay, use them now.
Parallel.
Not that one. This one.
Elephant, Lord of Learning.
All of them. Alright.
Victory shall be mine.
I think it's game time. If I defend,
I think not.
my buffs are gone, or my debuffs are gone. Now I break him. Don't miss, please.
Watch my blade
Thank you.
dance.
Now I hit him with...
Watch me now.
I wonder what happens if you hit somebody with this and the other one. Oh, Cyrus's thing didn't go off because I forgot. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so in that case, we chill for one more turn.
I'll protect you.
That's annoying. I totally forgot about that. But you can do your thing. Or not.
Here. Show no mercy.
It's gonna be weak against a lot of these too. Okay. I think I'm gonna do this.
Elephant, Lord of Learning.
I am ready.
Might be a bit risky, but
Watch me now. Elf, bringer of the flame.
The battle is truly joy.
I'm afraid of what he's gonna do.
My blade is un. I wreak havoc upon thee.
Okay, that's good that he's still weak against thunder. Okay, good.
Now,
This should be big. Okay, not that big, but it's gonna nearly break him.
My turn. I see your faces.
I am ready. Bring about a miracle of healing.
victory shall be mine. Watch my blade dance.
Yeah, so that's bad. If he gets a double turn now, I'm like dead.
I see your faces.
I am ready.
Heal this
Bring about a
turn.
miracle of healing.
Peacock Strut next turn.
The battle is truly joy. Use this. What is the logical course of action? This should give us an opening. This should give us an opening.
I am ready. The peacock strut.
The Peacock Strut.
My turn. I appreciate it. Really.
Nothing
Boom, boom. And boom, boom.
Victory shall be mine. My blade is un. I wreak havoc upon thee.
I think we got him. I think we got him. Just in time, too, because he was about to annihilate us. Yes. Yeah, it definitely seems like these fights are basically get them to yellow and then kill them, because if you don't, you're dead. Which, like, is a bit of a shame, but also, like, it does take planning and skill to do that, so it's not like cheese or anything, but it's just, it sucks that, like, you don't have to, like, be strong enough to survive their big move. You just have to make sure they never even use their big move, you know? But hey, that's one way to do it, I suppose. Okay, this might be massive. This might be absolutely massive. Oh my... Look at him! Look at him! He's found his true career in life. This isn't a job, this is a career. This is a life-altering change. This is what he was always meant to be. He's freaking Doctor Strange. That's incredible. Oh wait, we have to learn his skills first. Okay. Oh my god, we get 3 hits now? That's all it is? Triple hits? Oh my god, he gets a wind move. And a light move. And a dark move. Unleash a powerful staff attack on a single foe that also reduces the target's elemental defense. He's cracked. He's so cracked. Elemental attacks performed by a single chosen ally will hit for critical damage. He's cracked. Can you imagine frickin' for 3 turns, spells that are supposed to hit everything only hit one thing, and then I hit them 3 times for crit damage with their elemental defense lowered? Oh my god. Grants a 25% chance that foes will begin battle with reduced physical attack and elemental attack. That's pretty cool, but not really... Yeah, not really gonna help for, like, bosses. Increases damage dealt when striking a foe's weak point. Increases damage dealt... Oh my... Elemental attacks consume double SP, but... Bro, what is this? Wait, he's got 3 things that increase damage. Actually, what? Bro. I might have to give him break damage limit. What did I just unlock? What did I just unlock?
I'll make this quick. Out of my way.
Excuse me?
Now, what next?
Oh my god, they take 72 MP. Oh my... yeah.
I am ready.
Alright. Hold on. We gotta take a step back here. This is insane.
The peacock strut.
The power of Peacock Strut
How about you?
has just like quadrupled in value.
Victory.
No, you don't.
I am ready. The peacock strut.
Bro, what? Okay, I can't even use this because it's probably gonna kill him. Oh no, he's only at yellow. It should be fine, right? Alright, we're gonna wait on that.
Think not.
I kinda wanna like...
An interesting dilemma. Think not. No, you don't.
I am ready.
I think we're just gonna accidentally kill him.
The battle is. I think not. No, I think not.
I think
ready.
not. No, I don't want to fleet. Thank you. Oh, they're gonna flee. I accidentally hit flee. I wanna...
Battle is
Oh,
truly
okay, good.
yours.
Good.
I think not.
I only tried once.
What next?
Okay.
Now the true lesson begins. Mage Lord Drysop. No, you don't.
I am ready.
Oh my god, do I trigger it twice? I guess I have to. Instead of the other thing.
Bringer of the flame.
Oh my god. Can I like heal the enemy? Can I throw a healing grape on the enemy? Is that a thing I can do? I don't think I can do that.
No, you don't.
How about you?
What is the logical course of action?
Because I want to use this, but I feel like it's going to kill him.
Elemental grip.
Okay, it didn't. Good.
Elemental grip.
How'd you miss?
I am ready. I am ready. The peacock strut.
My turn.
How about you?
Oh my god. Okay. We got crit. We got Peacock Strut. We got double cast. We have his elemental defense lowered. And we have max spell. Yeah, we got to give him... We literally have to give him break damage limit.
A passing.
Holy crap. He's too strong. What is it, warrior? Yeah. And by the way, that was only one cast. He was going to do another cast. So that was already, you know, almost 60k. What do I even unequip? Elemental attack strength by 50. More damage to weak point. Just increases damage dealt. Oh, does that make it so I don't need to Peacock Strut? No. No. It's still... Peacock Strut still worked, didn't it? Elemental attacks consume double SP, but deal additional damage. I guess we got to get rid of this.
Let us fight with honor.
Bro, he's too strong for this world.
I am ready.
Yeah, I still have to Peacock Strut.
The peacock strut.
Oh, shoot. I didn't change him back. I forgot to change him back. Dang, that guy would have been a good... That would have been a good, test. Maybe I can find another one.
May I have
What is the logical course of action?
Heard you talking tough. Dude, just look at him. Just look at him.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
I am ready.
I didn't even have to use my guy that I was saving. I was saving my Usher for that fight. I didn't even have to use him. Hello. There we go. I just can't believe how cool he looks.
I am ready. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Now
I am ready. The peacock strut.
That's right, no one wants to fight me. I'm too powerful.
the battle is truly joined. Out of my way.
I am ready. The peacock strut.
So, if I brought
The battle is
Alphen,
truly joined. I think not.
then I could gift BP to Cyrus, and I think he could use this. For 3 turn spells cast by a single chosen ally that usually target all foes will instead be focused on a single foe. And then still use this. And then we might actually just break the game entirely. How many of the BP items do I have? Do I have enough to, like, mess around with them? I only have 1 red apple. I have 1... Oh, I have a ton of these. Okay. I think we need to try this.
These nuts. Now, what next? These nuts.
Let's get up the
I
max.
think not.
No, you don't.
I am ready. Let yourself be healed.
So
No, you don't.
Victory shall be. I think not.
Now, what next?
So let's start with this.
Elephant, sword of learning.
I'm ready.
Big elephant. Big elephant.
Stay strong.
Can I give him that?
The battle is truly joy.
I think I just break this guy now. No. Not yet. One more turn.
I think not.
Don't you dare. Don't you even think about killing Cyrus.
No, you don't.
I'm ready. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Oh, I still gotta use Primrose's move.
That's a Mage Lord Dry Song. Out of my way.
Okay.
Here.
Give him that.
Use this.
Interesting dilemma. Elemental grip.
I'm ready.
Did it hit? It didn't hit. Or it did, but he had a buff.
Elf, bringer of the flame.
Here.
So what did I lose? I lost his starting skill.
Use this.
Now, what next? Elemental grip. Elemental grip.
So I need to break him again, but that shouldn't be hard.
The peacock struck.
Out of my way.
Shoot, I lost both of his things. And he just buffed again. Okay, this is a bad dude to do it on because he does this stupid buff thing. I gotta start over.
No.
Focus is unparalleled. Mage Lord Dry Song.
I'm ready.
What? Okay, that's Primrose's buff. Okay.
How about this?
Out of my way.
Can you not?
Here.
Okay,
Elemental grip. Elemental grip.
Victory shall be mine.
I gotta use...
Use this.
I gotta use this big move.
I am ready.
Wait till next turn to use that.
Stay strong.
Okay.
I am ready.
Oh, but he's gonna lose his other man. Yeah, there's like no way to get both. I mean, there is, but it would literally have to be like perfect.
Alfred, bringer of the flame.
We're gonna have to deal with this. This is everything but this one. Yeah, so that was 45k twice. So like 90k. But that was without the other one. I'm not sure what the other one would have done. Yeah, so he's doing some damage. Long story short. He's doing a couple damages.
Time to teach you a lesson. Out of my way.
When he says time to teach you a lesson, he's serious.
Yattagara.
I am ready.
He's not messing around.
The peacock struck.
It's hard to get the debuff
Now, what
and then make it all work. Man, just the triple hit is nuts. It breaks everything. Like all these normal enemies, I just break them in one turn. Alright, we could just teleport at this point. Where do we want to go next? At this point, I'm not afraid of anything. I feel like there's got to be a shrine over here that I missed or something. There's like nothing over here. I don't see a shrine, but... Shrine of Darun Blade.